Hey everybody, it is Skylar again, and I am back with another pregnancy update video. I'm going to start this video off again in the car and then end it outside of the car because, like I'd said in the last one, it is a lot easier for me to go ahead and knock out the, sorry, my nose itches so much, to knock out the symptoms and things that I've been experiencing at 30 weeks pregnant, or any week pregnant for that matter, since I've been doing one every week since I found out I was pregnant pretty much. Do the symptoms or side effects first in the car whenever the kids are not around, because it's more quiet, I can concentrate, and I'm like killing two birds with one stone, doing two things at the same time, which if you're a mom, you know that is like the most amazing thing, is to multitask and get two things or more done at the same time so that you don't feel like your to-do list is 500 years long. So without further ado, this is the 30-week pregnancy update. I'm having to look at the date over here. Excuse me. I'm sorry if you hear my windshield wipers. It is raining. I'm feeling like breathy, and so I'm sorry if I have to pause and take a breath or swallow my disgusting over salivated spit, which is just so gross to even say. But if you're watching a pregnancy update video, then you probably expect a little bit of TMI information whenever I share signs and symptoms and things, because that's just the way it is. So if you're experiencing over salivation in week 30 of your pregnancy, you're not alone. Or if you can't breathe, you're not alone. But anyway, today is September 23rd, 2020. My name is Skylar. Like I said, if you don't know me, this is our third pregnancy, third child. I have a daughter who is 5, a son who is 3. He will be 4 in January. My daughter just turned 5. They're 16 months apart, and we are due with our third baby in November 30th. I just can't breathe. I can't talk so much, all at once. I apologize. But anyway, maybe I should just talk slower. So November 30th is our due date for our third baby. I keep thinking, when am I going to announce the name? I keep thinking I'm going to do, the name announce in one of these videos, but I might just wait until the birth vlog or wait until she's born. Not really 100% sure. I just feel like, I don't know, why don't we guess? Let's do some guessing. Let's make it fun. Our other two kids, their names are Lexus is our girl, and our son's name is Bentley. And we actually did not intentionally name them after cars. We just liked both of those names, and Lexus's name is spelled L-E-X-I-S, so it's not even spelled with a U-S, actual, the Lexus car, but Bentley is spelled exactly like a Bentley car. And so we did change it up just a little bit for her name. And then, our baby that we are due with in a couple of months, she is a girl, and we are naming her something to do with some sort of, it's a make of a motorized object. I won't say it's a, I don't want to give it away too much, but if you can think of it, that would be so fun. Why don't you guess in the comments, and if someone guesses, maybe I'll just not say anything, and then maybe in the next video if someone actually guesses, then I could just announce the name. But her middle name is my grandma's middle name, which I will share whenever we do the name announcement. But anyway, so we're already 5 minutes into the video almost, and I'm just now starting with the signs, side effects, symptoms, whatever, of my pregnancy at 30 weeks. So anyway, let's get into that. So I have had, like I said, first two symptoms that I said that are really annoying, that's really hard to miss, especially when I'm talking, is feeling like I can't catch my breath, just breathlessness, definitely over salivating, Let's see. I have had, this was weird. Last night or the night before that, I have been working a little bit more the past couple weeks. My boss has randomly scheduled me for more hours. I don't know why, but I'm really tired and I just want to stay home, but I'm going to work because I'm a good little worker. And I know if I told her that I needed to cut back and like not be scheduled on these days that I wasn't scheduled before, then she'd probably be okay with it, but I just don't want to cause a problem, and I know she's got some people out right now, so that's probably the only reason why she scheduled me. But anyway, I was at work last night, and then I came home, and I was home for like an hour, and I was even laying down. I wasn't doing anything, and I am on my feet at work, so me working could have triggered Braxton Hicks, but I was laying down for like an hour after I got home, and I started feeling contractions. And when I say contractions, they could be Braxton Hicks, they could be real, whatever. Like, I'm just saying contractions in general. I'm not saying that they're real labor contractions. They probably are Braxton Hicks because they didn't lead to anything and they didn't continue. So, hold on. Excuse me. But I started having these contractions, and they were like 26, 27, 26, 28, and this was for like 2 hours, that they were 30 minutes apart, which 30 minutes, I said 26, 28, 27, or whatever, that many minutes apart, which, 26 to 30 minutes apart is not very close. It's not something really to be worried about, but they were consistent for like 2 hours, and when I say consistent, I mean like they were, about the same consistency. So I have a question, because I've never went into labor naturally. I've had to be induced both other times. I had a vaginal delivery both other times, but I had to be induced. So for those of you moms out there who did not have to be induced and your body went into labor naturally, and you had consistent contractions that you were aware of before you went to the hospital, how did that work? Did it have to be like, let's say that you started off having contractions about 30 minutes apart, and then they just got like steadily closer together. Could they have been like 30 minutes, 28 minutes, 29 minutes, 30 minutes, or did they have to be like 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 29, 27, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, like, and just keep going down? I just don't really understand how that works. When they say consistent contractions, are they meaning like they have to be exactly 5 minutes apart, or could it be like 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 4 minutes, 7 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, not exactly, like 1 or 2 or 3 minute difference in between the last contraction, as long as they start getting stronger and then get steadily close together. I don't know if it really even makes sense what I'm trying to say, but I just don't really understand what they mean when the doctors say like they have to be consistent. Of course, I would probably know if I was actually in real labor, if they kept getting stronger, and if I drank water, and if I got in the bathtub or changed positions or whatever, and then they didn't go away and they kept getting closer together, that would probably indicate like a flag for me. But I just don't understand that whole situation. So if you have any insight on that, I would definitely appreciate your insight and opinion or experience on that, just for my own reference, for future reference. Hopefully not anytime soon reference, because like I said, I am only 30 weeks pregnant and I do not want to be in labor right now. But it was just really weird that they were kind of like consistent, because before that, if I ever had any Braxton Hicks, it was like 15 minutes, 45, 2 hours, 1 hour, 10 minutes, 2 hours, 5 hours, 7 hours. Like, I'd have a few throughout the day, but it was never, around the same amount of time for each one, even if it was like, give or take 2 or 3 minutes difference between the length of time in between the two, if that makes any sense. So that was a little bit weird. I have had a lot of back pain still, hip pain. I'm starting to not be able to sleep very good, because let's say I go to sleep at like 10 o'clock, which normally I go to sleep later than that, or sometimes I'll just pass out on the couch at like 9. Just depends on how tired I am. But let's say I go to sleep at like 10 o'clock and I'm actually sleeping in my bed at 10 o'clock. By the time that 4:30 in the morning hits and I have to get up and go to the bathroom, because I have to at least one time a night at this point, and that's pretty common in pregnancy. If I wake up at like 4:30 in the morning to go to the bathroom, which it's normally around that time, sometimes I cannot lay back down because my hips hurt so bad from not being able to sleep on my back or my stomach and having to sleep on one side or the other. Even if I put a pillow in between my knees, they still hurt. And so I don't really know like how to fix that besides a pregnancy pillow, and I'm not like looking to buy one of those. I had one of those before and I just felt really claustrophobic because it was so huge and my bed's not big enough for a giant pregnancy pillow, and then me and my husband and sometimes my 2 other kids that jump in my bed and like hog the whole bed a majority of the time, like almost every night. And so I don't really want to buy a pregnancy pillow. So I'm not really sure what to do about that because it's really uncomfortable, and there have been like 3 or 4 nights, well, mornings I guess, where I had to get up, in the middle of the night at like 4:30 or whatever you want to call it, early in the morning, I don't know. I had to go to the bathroom, and then I was going to lay back down because I was still tired, but I just couldn't. So I just wound up staying up from 4:30 until like the rest of the day. And so I was really tired, but couldn't help it. I just could not go back to sleep. So I just picked up the kids from school. So if you hear them in the back, then that's why. So just to finish up like the symptoms and side effects, I'm having to pee all the time. I feel like even if there's just a little bit in my bladder, I still have to like go ahead and empty it because it's so uncomfortable. TMI already, again. I feel like I can never get it all out, and like every time that I stand up after being on the toilet, that I like pee in my pants, and it's not like very much, but it's just really gross, and so I have to sit there forever and wipe and wipe and wipe and then stand up and hope that it doesn't still come out. I don't know, but I hear that that's normal, especially the more pregnancies that you've had. I hear that that's pretty normal. I had the first time ever yesterday, my boobs were leaking. It was very weird, because that did not happen in my other 2 pregnancies, and I also hear that's normal too, especially this far along in the pregnancy. I cannot even believe that we're going to be 31 weeks on Monday, because today's Wednesday, and so we're 30 weeks 2 days. So this coming Monday will be 31 weeks. Very weird, because the first part of my pregnancy flew by, and so now if the second part, flies by, or the 3rd trimester or whatever flies by, I don't even know. I just feel like I'm unprepared. I am having a baby shower, not this Saturday, but next Saturday, and so I'm going to try to record myself like putting away the clothes and like sharing what we got and things like that, and like organizing. I might do like a nest with me, or clean with me, organize with me, prepare for baby with me. I really like the series that Tiffany Beeston has put up recently, because she's also literally, her due date is the same day as mine. Very strange, but she has done a new series called Nest with Me, and she's on like episode 2, and she just put that one up yesterday, and it was really interesting to see like what all she was doing to prepare for her baby, to take care of her family, which nesting, like she said, I agree, it's not always about you or your baby. It's about taking care of your entire family, making sure you have what you need, cooking, cleaning, organizing, preparing, just making sure you have all your ducks in a row, and making sure that everybody has what they need. It's like a nurture instinct. It's very, very strange. Anyway, I've been nesting still, but things have calmed down just a little, and I think that's because I took an entire day last week, I think, to clean the entire kitchen from top to bottom, literally ceiling to floor. like scrubbing everything, dusted the ceiling fan, cleaned out the refrigerator, washed every dish and scrubbed the entire sink, cleaned the trash can, scrubbed all of the countertops and backsplashes, the sides of the stove, like the floors, the walls, just everything. Even like the chairs, the dining room chairs, and like under the table, and got any cobwebs, and washed all the windows, and wiped around the air unit that's in the kitchen, and just did a lot of different stuff. And it made me feel a lot better, like something was checked off the list. And I felt really accomplished because it was an entire room. It wasn't just, oh, I did all the dishes today, or oh, I got all the laundry folded, folded, and put away. Like, I actually did the entire room in one room. And the kitchen was something that was really bothering me, because I want my kitchen to be clean, and that's where we cook and where we eat and things like that. So that was really important to me, and it was a huge stress relief to do that. But, you know, I've got 100,000 more things on my list to do, and there are a lot of things, but a lot of those things need to be done, or if I did them now, would need to just be redone right before she was born. So I feel like in a few weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks, that's when I will really need to be like starting to you know, really like nail down and start like, you know, doing things like dusting or like organizing things, and hoping that they can stay that way or almost that way until she's born, because I don't want to wait until 36 weeks to start doing all this stuff and be so exhausted if I went into labor that I would not be prepared, you know, or that I would not that I wouldn't be prepared, but not that I would be just like too tired, that I'd overtired myself, overexhausted myself, and then I would have no energy for labor or anything like that. I don't want it to be that way. But they say that the more safe that you feel, the more prepared that you feel, the less anxiety and less stress that you feel, the more likely that if your environment is that way, that you will naturally go into labor without having to be induced, because it's your body's natural instinct to feel like, okay, now I can go into labor. Like, you can't go to the bathroom while there's 500 million things going on and 100 million people staring at you, and like the door's open in a public place or something crazy like that. My nose is so itchy. You have to like feel at ease, feel safe, feel left alone, feel not stressed, and then you're able to like go to the bathroom and like you can focus on one thing, like what you need to be doing. So I wonder if that's true. I've heard that it is. It would make sense that it is, but I'm not sure. So I would like to have everything pretty much done before 37 weeks, just because that's like full term, you know, where you could go into labor, you know, I mean, I guess you could go into labor anytime, but 37 to 41 weeks is like normal. Anyway, as far as other symptoms go, I've had a lot of indigestion. It might be the iron pills that I've had to take because I was low on iron a few weeks ago. That affects your bowels, but I also feel like I'm starting to get to the point where I can't eat very much at once. I'll get heartburn really bad if I eat very much at once, and my stomach is just so squished that it's hard to eat very much at once, and it's just going to get worse. I know that, but it's starting to feel that way is my point, that it's starting. I'm feeling really like full in this area. They say in the 3rd trimester, like that's when you start feeling like that, because your body's literally getting ready to feed your baby. And I do plan to nurse. I nursed my last 2 and it worked out really well. So that's my plan. We'll see how that goes. I don't think... Oh, one other thing. I was going to say I don't think I have any other like side effects, but one other thing. Even though I still feel like my stomach is squished and like it's hard for me to eat very much at once, and I'm still feeling her kicks pretty high up toward my ribs, you know, that's only every once in a while that I'm feeling that now. I was feeling that like a lot every day the past few weeks, but now I'm not feeling that very often, and I'm feeling more movement like way down low. So I really just don't know if this is normal or if this is what has happened, but it seemed like she's dropped already at 30 weeks. I don't know that she's like dropped, you know, when they say dropped, normally they're like, okay, well, your baby's dropped at 37 weeks, 38, 39 weeks, somewhere around there. That means you're ready for labor. Like, that's not really what I'm saying, but I just feel like maybe she's gotten lower. I do feel like pressure in that area whenever I sit down to go to the bathroom. Like there's weight or like swollenness or maybe more blood flow or something. And that's uncomfortable, and I've only noticed that within the past few days to a week. So I don't know if that's why or not, but I just thought that was really strange. So something to document. But anyway, those are all the signs or side effects, symptoms, whatever. I never know what to call them as far as I can remember this in the 30-week range, which I'm trying to do this video kind of early because I'm only 30 weeks 2 days, but I got really behind on my pregnancy update videos, and I wanted to like keep up with them and then possibly do other videos that are kind of related to like me, pregnancy, nesting, cleaning, whatever, motherhood, lifestyle, day in the life, whatever, or maternity things. So I wanted to not be behind. So I'm going to go ahead and end this part here, and then we'll do the belly shot. Okay, so I'm home now. I've actually put on a little bit of makeup. Excuse me. I'm still dealing with a cough. I don't know. We got a dog around the time that this started, so I don't know if it's like allergies or what, but I say this like every video. I don't have COVID. We bought an air purifier and that seems to help, but it only gets really bad at night, so I don't really know what's going on. But anyway, no other symptoms, so excuse me if I keep clearing my throat. I wanted to go ahead and do the belly shot before I forget. So alright, so this is the 30-week pregnancy belly. It probably has not changed very much from last week's video because I actually did the belly shot for last week's video, which was obviously 29 weeks, because I don't know why I said because. I'm so tired. Pregnancy brain is real, y'all. I did the pregnancy belly shot for the 29-week video a couple of days ago, maybe even yesterday. I don't even know when it was at this point. Because I'm just so behind on everything. That's why I recorded this video so early. But watch, like, you know, I said I'm 30 weeks 2 days, something like that. Watch, I will have recorded this video early, and then I won't even post it for like another week. Like, just watch. That's what's gonna happen, I promise. Okay, so I was going to finish this video with like some kind of try on, whether it was pre-pregnancy clothing or maternity clothing. You're gonna hurt yourself. Or I was gonna show you my maternity dress, but as you can see, I'm back at work. I'm just so tired. I'm gonna have to save that for next week or the week after, or as soon as I can do it, because I'm just so tired. I wanted to do a little bit of an update. Also, I'm just feeling like the baby is so low that it's hard to like even walk anymore, and we're only like I'm in the 31st week now. I don't even know what video this is. I'm so tired.
So
it is October 1st now.
At the end of October, it's gonna be Halloween.
Yep, they are very excited. I'm trying to get someone to work for me, so I like didn't even put makeup on. I'm so tired. Anyway, so hopefully I'll have more stuff for you besides just pregnancy updates in the future. But I am so tired, like I said, that it's just hard to do anything. And our baby shower is tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, it's 2 days from now. So I'm trying to get ready for that. I've got to do cupcakes. I've got to do balloons. I've got to do other decorations.
The balloons are already done.
And there's still a lot more. I blew up like maybe a quarter of them or less today.
Then you said, Tigra, are you okay?
But I'm just exhausted. Hey, get that out from around your neck. So definitely subscribe if you want to see our pregnancy journey. Hopefully we'll have more videos that are different, not just pregnancy updates. I do intend on doing a pre-pregnancy clothing try on because I've had a lot of requests for it. I don't really understand the purpose of it. Maybe just to see how the bump has grown. I don't know, but I do intend on doing that. Hopefully I will be able to have energy to even do it, to be honest, because it requires so much cleaning, and I'm trying to keep my house as clean as possible. I do not want to have to keep hanging stuff up, so I'm trying to like have a day where I don't have so much going on, or I don't have so much exhaustion that I feel like I can't clean it all up in one day, or it's just going to stay there for like a week, and I don't want it to. So I hope that makes sense. I did pick out a maternity picture dress that I would like to show you at some point. We're going to be doing a portion of our maternity pictures next weekend. So I don't know if I'm going to video that or not. Not very many people know that I even have a YouTube channel, so I just don't know what I'm going to do. Anyway, so definitely subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.